morning, everybody. Nice to see you online. For those who can have the possibility to follow this International Zazen Day live online event. So the purpose of today is to help you to discover what is Zen practice. The subject of this morning, for those who are early online, is the practice itself of Zen. Inside of practice of Zen, there is four main exercises, four main spiritual meditative exercises, four postures to be precise. So before to start, I want to make you sensitive about the fact that you will need a little bit of material in order to practice Zazen. You need mainly two things. The first thing you need, which is mandatory for the practice of Zazen, is a meditation pillow called a zafu. If you don't have a zafu at home, you can use any kind of pillow. If you want to invest a bit of money into buying a zafu, and I will have to advertise for my good friend about it today, you can go on zafushop.com and buy one of his wonderful zafu, many colors, many shapes and everything. You need a zafu to sit on it, okay? I will use it in a few minutes, and then eventually, if you don't have this kind of clothes at home, which I can totally imagine, you will need some kind of little blanket, something like this. I will explain you why in a few moments. So let's start. First of all, you will, inside of a place you like, in your house, make a little space for you to sit. Sit nicely on the middle of your zafu. This way. Comfortably sitting. We traditionally and humoristically say that in the life of a monk, the only choice you have is which zafu are you going to use. Okay, so first of all, sit on the zafu. Then, depending on your flexibility, stay a little moment sitting like this. In order for your body to get into the exercise. Okay? Even with long years of practice, you may develop a little bit of rigidity in your knees after a moment. So they need to get a little bit warmed up. So maybe during 5 minutes, sit on your zafu comfortably, let your mind become quiet, and slowly get into the exercise. Obviously, I have the habit to cross my lotus very fast, and so I don't need this much of warm-up anymore. So I hope you can see me nicely on the video, and also you can hear me nicely. A very important thing is that you have the knees in contact with the ground. Since the practice of Zazen lasts a little longer than just a few minutes, you will need to have a good balance and to be nicely stable on the ground. Okay? I will move a little bit like this. So, in order to have your knees touching the ground, you have many possibilities. Of course, if you sit this way, it is not this handy, because with the time you may be unbalanced from right to left and not have this strong stability which will make of your posture like a mountain. So you have many possibilities. First, I advise you to take your bad leg, we all have a leg which is a little bit more stiff than the other one, and bring the heel of your foot in contact with the zafu, the pillow. And then simply let your leg and knee touch the ground, like this. Just your leg in contact with the ground, the heel in contact with the zafu. Then the second leg, you have different possibilities. If you are not this flexible, you can just fold it in front of the first one, meaning that you are actually not directly crossing the legs. You have one leg on the ground and the other leg on the ground also in front of it. Then depending on your flexibility, always you can, let's say, higher the level of it. You can bring your second leg and put it this way on your lower leg. Okay, this is what we call the quarter of lotus or the Burmese style. Okay, this posture is quite convenient, it's agreeable for the legs, and it's not this demanding like half lotus or lotus. Then obviously you can try half lotus, meaning you will bring your foot on the opposite leg, this way. Okay, this posture is also very convenient for Zazen. Whenever, eventually, with the time, you use half lotus, so let's say you're half stable. Okay, you can choose, obviously, to bring the left leg like this, the right leg like that, or the opposite. Tonight, or later during the day, I will give you more precise instructions about these different leg postures and what they can trigger inside of the exercise. Then, the top of it all, obviously, is to sit in lotus. So, for sitting in lotus, you must be flexible, be careful. Okay, you bring the heel just down your hip on the top of your leg, and then bring the second leg on the opposite leg. This is the lotus. 1 second. I need to take just 1 minute, a few seconds for this knee to agree with the exercise, and then I bring the other leg in front. I adjust my clothings. This way, my knees are perfectly in contact with the ground, and it's very, very, very stable. Okay? What's the advantage of the lotus? Is that with the exercise, you will let go of your legs. If you let go of your legs in a Burmese style or half lotus, it may melt down, okay? Your leg may slip down. With the lotus, this doesn't happen, because make like a key, so the more you relax your leg, the more stable becomes the lotus. Now, I don't want to lie to you. The lotus posture is quite difficult to hold during a long time. And your legs may get numbed with the time of Zazen. This is natural. It's completely normal. For the little anecdote, my first ever Zazen, I was around 16 years old. I go to this dojo with these very impressive monks, and I was very proud to sit in lotus. And then after a little moment, my legs start to be numbed. So I was like moving a little bit my leg because I was scared to lose it. And then I could not anymore. So I was moving my feet this way to keep it alive, and I couldn't anymore. And I was just moving my big toe until I couldn't. Okay? So it is completely normal that your legs get numbed, and there is no miracle. You need to get used to it. It comes with time, it comes with flexibility. If you practice yoga or you are eventually a dancer, you may have more flexibility than another one. So don't hesitate to try the other posture, half lotus, quarter of lotus, or just bring the legs together. If you cannot in any ways put your knees to the ground, you will have to bend in front this way until they touch the ground. Then, with your hands, grab your zafu, bring it back nicely under your bottom, and raise your back again. If you are like a dry piece of wood and you cannot at all, then try to use other pillows and put them, put them under your knees, okay? If they cannot touch the ground, take a blanket, take something, and stuff it under your knee. Also, if you have like one knee who cannot touch the ground, you can use a little pillow under your knee, and with the habit of practicing, try to reduce the size of the pillow. So this is it. This is for the legs. Remember, they will get numb and you just get used to it. Then, once you're in that position, stable, the knees in contact with the ground, eventually you want to balance a little bit right front and back, right and left, to improve your stability. Okay? You can use for under your knees also a blanket. Here I have a nice Bedouin carpet, very agreeable. Don't use something too soft so that, again, you don't balance too much from one side to the other one. Then it's very important with the practice of Zazen to be nicely vertical. The essence of Zen is Zazen, the practice of Zazen. Zazen just means sit down, okay? I will explain you more about this throughout the day. So nicely sitting and the vertebral column straight. You must understand that Zazen is not directly a mental, intellectual exercise. You will practice with body and mind. Body-mind. In Japanese, shinjin is one word. Okay? So if you have if you let go too much of the posture, the result is not the same. You will understand why in a few moments. A little bit of geometry. Once you are nicely vertical, be careful for your head that your chin is a little bit in this way. Your neck is straight, shoulders relax. Don't fall down in the front like this, like a monkey. Okay? Always straight. In order to be straight, eventually you want to flip your hip a little bit forward. Not too much to not quench your vertebrae. Not too much. Be careful. Make some exercises. Flip your hip forward. Flip your hip backward. And if you're sensitive enough, you will find the position of the hip where the energy flows nicely through your vertebral column. Okay? Remember, not like this, not like that. Be careful not to be tense. Okay. So me, I have the video in front of me. I can correct my posture. This you can use at home. You can use a device, an electronic device, or a mirror in order to see your posture and eventually correct it. Then me, I have this clothes, my traditional monk robe called kolomo. I can use the wings, let's say, to make a little pillow on top of my lotus. So this is why you can use a little blanket for it. Once you're sitting in lotus, your heels make a nice space for your hands to be put on it. Then it's obviously a little bit more comfortable if you have something, because we are not completely symmetrical. One heel may be lower than the other one. So using this or using that, you make yourself a little pillow for your hands. Okay? Then, how to bring your hands together. Left hand, alors eventually the video is inverted. Your left hand will come inside of your right hand. Left on top, right down. Okay? Then be careful not to have your hands like this, not like this, but eventually just the two first part of your fingers are superimposed, okay, on top of each other. And then you will join your thumbs together horizontally. This is very important. Not like this, not like that, not playing with your nails. Okay? Very good. Then the side of your hand must be in contact with the lower abdomen. Don't let them fall down. Okay? Don't hold them up. Everything is very, very, very precise with Zazen. Whenever it's really simple, it is still very precise. Left hand inside of right hand. The thumbs join horizontally. There is no pressure in between the thumbs. Like if you would hold something very fragile. Okay? Imagine you would hold a little paper, a little piece of paper in between your thumbs, this way. Hands in contact with the lower abdomen. The thumbs are few centimeters, maybe 3 centimeters under your navel. Don't hold them up, don't let them fall down to your genital. The posture you have will condition the experience. The mental experience you will have of Zazen completely depends on your posture. Okay? And the way that you can go beyond yourself, beyond your mind, and beyond your body is by taking this posture in a very, very precise way. This is why we Zen monks like to insist on the fact that Zazen and meditation are not directly the same. If I meditate like this, or I do Zazen, I sit in Zazen, it is not the same result on your body-mind. It's not the same result on your life. Understand? Hands together, left inside of right, thumbs horizontal. No mountain, no valley, only the desert of your mind. Chin in, neck straight. It's a little bit difficult for me to move to show you a view from the side, but be careful not to let yourself go down to the back, like if you are sitting on your couch or watching TV or I don't know what. Then observe with me. The chin is exactly at the vertical of the thumb. You can look down a little bit. If you would put a little thread, it will just fall exactly where the thumbs they join. Your ears are on the same alignment than the shoulders. Your head is not in front, remember? And always, always be careful, chin in. Somebody who lets his head fall down in the front will have difficult thoughts, eventually a little bit negative, okay? The energy won't be streaming freely inside of you and stay stuck in your mind and head and then triggers thought forms, and the meditation, the Zazen itself will become less comfortable. If you let your chin go up, I see this pretty often, when the people they are having ecstatic experience, a very positive, nice thinking, like, wow, I'm finally meditating. Their head is going up like this, and they slowly start to dream. Okay? Don't dream. Don't fall asleep. Don't mortify yourself. Just try to be in the right posture and let it go. It works by itself. Okay? It really, Zazen, the effect and the result of Zazen is obtained by letting the process be spontaneous, natural, and unconscious. Obviously, when you are a complete beginner, you will have to use your muscles and conscious concentration. But with the exercise, with the time, you'll get the habit, your posture will be correct, and you can abandon yourself. This is the exercise inside Zazen. Let go, abandon, just posture. Remember, throughout the day or when you have questions, you can go anywhere on Facebook, try to go on Deep Zen meditation and freediving to ask your question on Messenger or anything. I will answer it this afternoon. So this is it. No more, no less. Zazen is very, very, very simple. Eventually, some people will think it's difficult to practice, some people will think it's easy to practice, but in reality, it's not this difficult, it's not this easy. So just let go. Don't be partial. Wow. 1 minute. Very good. So, which generally, when we give introduction to beginners inside of dojo, we are very short. We don't give this much of explanation so that you can jump directly in the exercise. This is not really the goal today because we're not directly in contact. It's a little bit I talk and you have to receive. There is, of course, a lot of advantages to go in a dojo and get your posture corrected. This is the art of monks and nuns. They will adjust your posture so that you are in the correct one. Masters can see exactly what's happening in your mind depending on your posture and eventually can correct, help you to correct your posture by yourself by giving precise and direct indications, or eventually dharmic teachings. So we admit 3 pillars, okay? 3 fundamental points on the one you want to focus. The first one, you know it by now, posture. Shoulders relax, ears on the same alignments than the shoulders, chin at the vertical of your hands, hands nicely put it on top of your heels, thumbs joined horizontally, few centimeters under your navel. Chin in, neck straight. The second point is breathing. Okay? What are you gonna do during Zazen? And this will come. You sit, and after a few minutes, you will think you must do something. When this happens, focus on your breathing. Correct your posture and focus on your breathing. There has not been taught any specific way to breathe during Zazen. The Buddha himself spoke about anapanasati. Just let the breath function naturally, automatically, and consciously. When you get conscious of your breath, and you know that, or you study it, you will modify it. Okay? You don't need to be conscious of it for you to breathe. But sometimes, if your breathing is too superficial, complicated thoughts will come. Then you can focus back on your posture, focus on the breathing. Important thing is that you relax your belly. Okay? Let your diaphragm go down. When your diaphragm goes down, the air and what you breathe can go deeper in. Deeper in. Whatever of you or the outside who goes deeper in will make your mind deeper. Understand? Since I'm also an apneist and freedive instructor, I want to give you a little tip on the breathing. When you inhale, relax your belly. Let your belly go out. And when you exhale, slowly bring your belly in, mostly at the end of exhale. This will keep your mind alive and fresh. If you only let your diaphragm down and your belly relax, and then you relax it when you inhale and relax it when you exhale, you may have your posture falling down because it's too much on your shoulders. So point number 1, posture. Point number 2, breathing. Now, point number 3, state of mind. Last year when I did this same International Zazen Day, I said, when you go inside of a dojo and practice with monks, it is completely normal you think at a certain point, but what am I doing here? Okay? This is normal. It's the first obstacle inside of Zazen. You think you must do something. So remember, when you have this thought coming, like what am I supposed to do? Check your posture, correct it, let your diaphragm go down and your breathing become free. And then let your thoughts pass. Okay? People will ask me, so you stop thinking? No, we don't stop thinking. I just stop focusing on my thoughts. I can think about anything. Like maybe I forgot something on the kitchen, cooking. Well, if it's true, go. Huh? But you may have a lot of different thoughts coming. It's normal. They will pop out like this. And most of these thoughts at the beginning, they are conditions. They are judgmental. They are criticism about yourself. Let them go. The positive thoughts, also let them go. Oh, I feel so good. Oh, I feel so good, and then your chin goes up. Let them go. Like if you have an open door on that side and an open door on that side, and the thoughts can pass freely. You can observe them, no problem. Just don't try to entertain your thoughts. This is very important. And this is how your mind can become free. Your mind won't become free if you try to make an effort to not have any thoughts. Your mind will become free if it's not grasped by these thoughts drafting in your mind. Today, people speak about mindfulness meditation. So this mindfulness is expressing this fact that we are not going to select thoughts and judge them. Just let them pass. Maybe you see these quotes on the different social networks. Thoughts may come in and come out. Just don't serve them tea when they come in. Okay, hello, you observe and you let go. Like clouds in the sky. Okay? Posture, breathing, state of mind. Disconcentration, apparition of consciousness, focus again, posture, chin, head, neck, back, shoulders, hand, breathing, relax your belly, let your diaphragm go down, and have a nice and deep breath using your diaphragm. When the breath is short, the breath is short. When the breath is long, the breath is long. If you start to transform Zazen into breathing exercises, it's better you practice pranayama, it's more efficient. When the thoughts pass, let them pass. One thought is coming, pop, okay, good. Maybe something of your childhood, maybe frustration, maybe some positive remindings, let them pass. If you want to stop and control your mind, maybe it's better you do hypnosis or something like that. Zazen is simple. Zazen is very, very, very simple. And then, eventually, during Zazen, make a little effort in order to have your back straight. Make a little effort and imagine you push the sky with your head. Imagine. Don't do it physically because it will be difficult to sustain. Imagine your head, the top of your head is going for the sky and your knees are going for the ground. It will actually start stretching your subtle bodies, if you understand when I speak this way. Don't let yourself fall. This way. Then tonight, at 8 o'clock tonight, I will more speak about what's happening with your mind. But I'll give you a little sample for now. When the posture is correct, the breathing is left to itself, and the mind is open enough for your thoughts to just pass, then eventually you will enter what we call Ishiryo consciousness. The thoughts will pop from really deep out of you and won't be conditioned thoughts. They will be new, they will be visions, they will be a revelation. That is how you learn true Buddhism. Okay? You won't learn true Buddhism in books, and you won't learn true Buddhism on TV or I don't know what. To learn true Buddhism, you do this experience and observe the unfolding of it inside yourself. Don't look inside. Don't look outside. Oh, little, here we are in Egypt. Oh, little cockroach passing. Okay. Don't look inside. Don't look outside. Look from inside. Take distance towards what's happening inside of Zazen, because as you remember already now, it works spontaneously. It is a spontaneous. You don't need to do something. Just let the true Dharma unfold inside the practice of Zazen. It is very common when monks go out of the dojo, those who have a good practice, a good posture, and are healthy in their breathing, they talk to each other and they say, oh, I thought during the Zazen, and they have a super good idea. And maybe the beginners, they look at the monks and you say, what? You think during Zazen? No, I don't think. Creative thoughts come to me. Understand? This is normal also. And this is really beneficial and healthy for your mind. So I think eventually by now you understand how to take the posture. Be creative. Use a mirror at home. If you cannot go to a dojo or practice with somebody who knows, use a mirror. Eventually use many, or take an application where you can have many different screens and put your phone here so you can see yourself from your side, another one in front, and so you can correct it with many angles. Today we have the technology on our side when we are good people, and we can use them for the better good. So this was the first posture, the first and the core of Zen practice, Zazen. Remember, I told you I will show you 4 meditative practices. The first one, Zazen. The second one, and for now I don't need to move the camera, I will have to do it after. The second one is really simple. All these words are Japanese words. It's not really important to know Japanese when you want to practice. Second posture is what we call gassho. Join your hands together. It's important when you will try to practice on your own to practice all of these. If you only practice Zazen, I don't believe it's enough. You must do a little bit more, always a little bit more, whatever it is. There is not one exercise that can do it all. Understand? If you believe that one exercise can do it all, you're dogmatic, and it's not good. Not for you, not for the other. So gassho. Traditionally, we do gassho. The forearms are horizontal. Okay, it's a little bit Japanese style. But it's nice if you focus your mind on a correct exercise. Hands are joined, elbows are a little bit up, and forearms are horizontal. And then simply you bow. Thank you, hello, bye-bye, please, I'm sorry. All of this can be expressed with the gassho. This is why in the temples, we don't need to talk so much. We pass, bonjour, hello, bye-bye, somebody gives you your food, do like this. Don't need to say thank you, else the monastery will be loud, very noisy. Thank you, hello, bye-bye, thank you, please, oh, I'm sorry. No. Just gassho. When you sit before to practice Zazen, face your pillow. Gassho. Turn on the other side. Gassho. When you face your pillow, you give salutation to the close surrounding, to yourself. When you turn, give salutation to the far surrounding. Always gassho. Don't be greedy with gassho. Do a lot of gassho. Even for yourself. When you have to perform something during your day, or me, I'm apneist, so before to go in the water, I will do gassho. When I enter the water, I do gassho. Hello, the sea. Hello, the fishes. Thank you for accepting me. Please let me enter the depths. All this is contained inside of gassho. This is tremendously important that you bring it inside of your life. And it's easy to practice. It's not like you need to stay 2 hours like this. Just join your hand and bow. Okay? So now you know half of it already. Zazen, you have to practice to know it better. Gassho is easy, do it a lot. Even in the morning, you go before your work, you go in the bathroom to brush your teeth and make yourself look nice, look in the mirror. Hello myself, I wish you the best for that day. It's very good. If you are able to do that every day during 1 week, your life will change completely for something deeper, more sentient. So now, okay, a few details more, because now that I'm seated and comfortable, before you start entering Zazen, let's admit you're sitting on your pillow, before to take the posture again, gassho, but eventually, before and after Zazen, before to stand or before to take the posture, bring your hands like this. Look with the light, the thumbs inside, okay? Thumbs inside, bring your fists, we call that Vajra fist, a diamond fist, bring it on your knees and stretch your back, stretch your kidneys, because we are humans, we are living in a heavy dimension, so obviously whenever you don't want to, you'll create some tensions, okay? Or a little bit of stiffness. So before to start, stretch, right, left, turn a little bit like this, make sure everything is in place. Then before to start properly Zazen, take 3 big breaths in and 3 big exhales. Join, gassho, Zazen. Posture, breathing, state of mind. No more, no less. When the time of Zazen is finished, the same. First, gassho. Thank you, well done, bravo, you did it, it's really good. Like, thank yourself. Thank you, the entire cosmos. I don't know what you will directly experience during Zazen, but give respect to it. Bring both parts of you together and show some respect to yourself and to the entire cosmos. And then, before to stand, stretch. Okay? Oh, now your legs are numb. Good. So go slowly. Now I will show you the third posture, and for that I need to stand and take one little moment to try to push the video a little bit, the camera a little bit further away, so because I'm big, so I cannot fit in the screen. Then unfold your lotus, unfold your knees slowly. In the monasteries, when you unfold slowly, of course a monk is going to say, faster, let pass. Let pass. Don't get into that. Me, I'm slow, and I'm here like so many times. Faster, faster, faster. It's bullshit. Take your time to unfold. Okay? Now eventually bring your legs together, like this, and take a few moments to let the blood and the energy stream again back to your feet. Alors, it's not necessary and actually a little bit useless to start tapping your feet, okay? Then, once you're ready, you stand, okay? Always slowly, So I will push the video a little bit further away without making fall anything. Is that enough? Yeah, a little bit more so you see my face. Up. Okay. Good. Well, maybe you don't see the top of my head, it's not this of a big deal. Kin-hin is a walk. It's a meditative walk. We are not going anywhere, but this is very important to practice also. When you practice at home, I told you, if you practice only Zazen is not enough. You need to practice the 4 meditative exercises so that you have a great, complete set. If you do the 4 of them, then you're really good, and then you're going to really step forward into spirituality. If you do only Zazen, eventually you become dogmatic or eventually a little bit egoistic or too much turned on yourself. Understand? It's important to do the 4 exercises I'm showing you. You know Zazen, you know gassho, and now kin-hin. Kin-hin is a Japanese word again, just meaning walk on the line. So we practice it like this. I come closer to show you again how to put your hands. I show you like this and then I stand. So again, Vajra fist, diamond fist. The thumb is inside the hand. You can try at home now. And then the little pinky, the little finger, you close it well. Okay, so you have this Vajra fist. Okay, it's not boxing fist. Don't try to box with this, you'll break your thumb. Okay, so thumb inside. The left one, the one who has the watch for those who are right-handed like me. Second hand goes on top of it. Forearms are horizontal. If I open my hands, they will be parallel to the ground. Okay, don't let your hands go like this or in the other way like this. The palms of the hands parallel to the ground, thumb inside and pinky nicely closed. Okay. Then the back of your hands will come just on top of your solar plexus. Solar plexus being your diaphragm. So you can touch. Here you have the bone, your sternum. Then you have the point of the sternum, which is a little bit flexible. Then you have this hole. Okay, if you push in it, you can go a little bit deeper. And then you'll feel your inner organs, diaphragm and eventually stomach, for those who've been eating a little bit too much. So bring the roots of the thumbs. If I show you the other side, my hands are like this, okay? Like this on one side, like this on the other side. So simply Vajra fist covered with your other hand. Bring this on top of your diaphragm. The posture of the head, shoulders, and the entire qualities of the posture of Zazen are implemented inside of kin-hin. So don't do like this, like monkeys. Don't do like this, like hippies. Okay? Then the idea of this walk will be to make little steps, walking with the rhythm of your breath. Okay? When I inhale, I make half a step. When I exhale, I push all the weight of my body on the foot which is forward. Push the sky with your head, push the ground with your foot. Okay? And then, inhale again. Little step, no big step, huh? Just little ones. And then again, when you exhale, push, 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 push. If your breath is short and you go like this, you can stay 1, 2, eventually 3 breaths on one foot. But it is important you walk, that you act, that you go somewhere. If Zazen is totally static, understand? Only your mind and soul will travel. But your body stays exactly at the same place and in the exact same posture. With practicing kin-hin, you'll slowly get used to bring body-mind inside of actions. Understand? And this is tremendously important if you want to integrate spiritual practice inside of your daily life. Zazen, remember, Zazen is not enough. So I stand and show you a little bit what it gives. maybe this time from the side. Well, no, from the front. Be careful not to stand too fast when you do these exercises. I've seen people standing, doing a little bit of samba and blacking out in the dojo. For the freedivers who are eventually online, it's a perfect training how to keep back yourself together whenever you are having a tunnel vision and samba. So this is really good for freedivers. But be careful. Be careful. Use a stick if you know that you are sensitive to pressure loss. Use something again to sustain yourself, and then leave it like this. Or use the wall. Okay, but always everything very slow. So kin-hin. Breathe in. Half a step. Weight of the body on the foot forward. Exhale. My other foot is free, you see, but still in contact with the ground. I like to say forward foot contains gravity, backward foot contains electromagnetism. It's in contact with the ground, but it doesn't contain any weight. Maybe one breath. Maybe two. Experience, be sensitive, discover the exercise. When you're ready, inhale again. Half a step. Adjust it. Observe your posture, shoulders, forearm, neck, chin. Inhale. Make a step. Exhale. Push, 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 push the sky with your head, push the ground with your foot. Understand? It's also very simple, and this in the package I will bring to you in a few minutes so you understand how to pack all these 4 exercises together. Kin-hin is short in comparison of Zazen. Okay? So when do monks practice kin-hin? We do a moment of Zazen, then we have a break during the one we do kin-hin, and then again we sit for a second Zazen. Okay? Just a little comment. I come back closer from the camera. Just a little comment. When you sit in Zazen, for example, you will fold, put your left leg and then your right leg on top. Then when it's finished, gassho, stretch, stand slowly, and start performing kin-hin. Only just a few minutes. And then when you sit back to Zazen, be careful. If you had the left and the right, then take the right and the left, so that you don't get flexible only on one side. Okay? This is tricky. You understand, and I repeat it, and I will repeat it, I believe, all day long. It is not just your mind, it is your body-mind together. This is the secret. This is the only way you can really go beyond yourself. If you make it only a mind exercise, you don't go beyond your body. You will be suffering and just say, I can do it, I can't do it. And then, you will constrict your mind. If like dancers or yogis that have actually no physical problem at all, then they will eventually miss the experience. It is a little bit necessary, mostly at the beginning, that you get out of your comfort zone. Okay. So, you understand? Zazen, kin-hin, Zazen. That's how you pack a good session at home, and I'll come back to it in a few minutes. Now I want to show you the 4th exercise. Okay, you know Zazen, you know, sorry for that, you know gassho, you know this one difficult to roll. Okay, you know Zazen, you know gassho, you know sampai, and now you know kin-hin. Now let's see sampai, the 4th exercise. Very, 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 very important. Eventually even more important than all the other ones. I show you how it goes. Sampai is again a Japanese word. For those who do karate or things like this in the dojo, you know each, ni, san, each, ni, san, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, okay? Sam means three, pai, prosternation. So you make 3 prosternation. That's a monk's gymnastic. I show you how we do this. You start with gassho, forearms horizontal, bow, lift your robe if you have a robe, go down on your knees, gassho again, and then bow, 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 all the way down, don't need my glasses for that, and you come, touch the head on the ground. Okay, I must speak in the camera, I'm scared you don't hear when I speak to the carpet. Okay, touch your forehead to the ground. And then your hands, they are on the side of your head, palms facing the sky. Lift them up, just a little moment. Lift, bring them down and stand again. Okay, this way. Roll on your head and help yourself to stand again. You do it 3 times. I perform it. You can do it slow, you can do it fast. The day you go in the monastery, you will see it always goes too fast. Sampai. Understand? From the side. I hope I fit in the screen. This way. Up. Like this. Important. And stand again. Important is that you don't let your ass go to the sky, okay? Try to let yourself be absorbed by the ground. Let it go. Exhale. Give it up. Okay? Let go. If you have, like, sometimes I'm getting stressed, huh? And the more stupid is the possibility of getting stressed, the better it works. Don't believe that monks, they are never stressed. Like, the Zen monks I know are maybe the most stressed people I know, and I like to shock, but I like to shock the people a little bit. But meditation won't help you at all to resolve your stress. Sampai will. Understand? So if you're stressed by something, or you are anxious, or scared, or worried, do sampai. Gassho, sampai, put your head to the ground, unleash, release, let go, exhale, lift your hands, bring down your hands, stand again, and do gassho, and do it 3 times. You can do it 3 times, you can do it 9 times, or if you want to make magical rituals, you can do it much more time than that. One time on the beach in France, I wanted to do 108 of them. I had just finished my 108 pai. Police was everywhere looking for terrorists. So if you do a lot of sampai, it may happen things. So 3 is enough to start, okay? 3, just 3. Good. In the monastery, we do more depending on certain ceremonies. Okay, but for now and today, I won't be so much into ceremony. Just for you, to please you after, I'll do some chanting, and so you can go on and practice by yourself. Okay? So, I bring the camera a little bit back. This is it. So now, how to pack all these things together? Because now you know the 4 postures, and this is the practice of Zen. Zazen, gassho, kin-hin, sampai. In English, sit and meditate, join your hands and bow, stand and walk, and bow to the ground. And remember, sampai is awesome. is awesome. You must do the 4 of them. If you skip one, you have not a holistic experience of what truly is Zen. The people who say to you, Zen is Zazen, they are too strong, too impactful. You won't be able to handle their energy. Zen is 4 exercises together. Of course, there is a 5th one, but this one I cannot explain you just with talking. So good. Look, you choose a place in your house you like. You put the airco on if you need. Do what you have to do. You can put some nice incense if you have. Please don't choose for any shit incense full of chemicals. If you are in Egypt, go and buy some in St. Catherine. And else, of course, I can advise you very good incense. Generally, Tibetan incense is 100% natural, without perfumes, without additives and stuff like this. So choose a good one if you like this. Agar wood, Japanese agar wood, is the very best. It's almost psychoactive. So you choose your place, make it not too light, not too dark, and prepare your place. Take your zafu, okay, remember, sorry for the ad, zafushop.com is the very best. Okay, sit on and take your little blankie also for your hands. Then, what I really invite you to do now, if you have the time, if you are not busy during the day, do it. And before the next talks, okay, do 20 minutes. But how are you going to do these 20 minutes? You prepare your place, put your zafu, bow to your zafu, turn 180 degrees, bow to salute the people who are far. Eventually you have family in another country. Dedicate your Zazen. Your mother is in Argentina. Your father is in Quebec. And then sit. Do 10 minutes of Zazen. 10 minutes. Completely enough. Mostly if you are a complete beginner. Do 10 minutes. Put a waker, chrono, something, 10 minutes. When the 10 minutes are over, gassho, stretch. 2 minutes kin-hin, just few steps, 4, 5 steps, and then again, 10 minutes Zazen. When you're finished, gassho, stretch, stand, and perform sampai. Once sampai is done, then you're done with the practice. You can put your things back to where they belong, your zafu here, your carpet there, and then you go to work or do your other activities. But do these 4 things. Now, I realize I forgot to say something about Zazen, which is important. About your eyes, okay? Don't close your eyes during Zazen, unless you're too stressed. Okay, you can close your eyes a little moment during Zazen, but if you close them all the time, you'll get into dreaming, and your posture will get messed up. Don't get your eyes like open like this, unless you're falling asleep. Okay? Keep your eyes half closed, half open, and remember, don't look inside, don't look outside, look from inside. Try to get in touch with this yourself deep inside with something else than just your mind. Involve your heart, involve your guts. Okay, so for now, these explanations are enough. I know you won't make it just with explanation. You have to practice. So this is your task, your homeworks. Now you have to practice and maybe some questions will pop out. If you have already questions, don't hesitate, comment the video, and then I'll answer to them a little bit later. I will close now the present talk. I will sit, take a nice posture, and for you, I will sing the Heart Sutra. I hope it will give you positive vibration, spiritual vibration. I can see I have 5% online. 5, excellent, for posture and the secret one. So I dedicate that to you, and obviously all those who will come later online, I sing it for you also. Let me just find my breath. sho, narabi ni shomon kodo da yo sho, mokudo tai zen da yo sho, zugaku rambo zenji da yo sho no tame kamiji honni mukui. Onjitsu International Zazen Day, celebration of Lion Gate Nissan Zen Seishu Shidono Gofuku Wokinen Zen Koto wo Jio San Shifu Shison wo Zamoko za Moko ya Oromi. This is it. Thank you very much for having followed of that. Tonight I will do that chanting again. If eventually you have friends or family who are sick or need... shit, I moved. If you have family or friends that need ceremonies for help, for finding health again, okay? Just send me a private message, and tonight I will dedicate this to your friends and family who may need it. I will do that with pleasure, of course. So see you later. Next talk is at 2 o'clock about history of Zen, history of Zen masters, what is Zen, a little bit more of blah blah. Even if I talk a lot, but it will be less practical. So now, homeworks, try by your own some Zazen at home, and hopefully see you this afternoon for the following of that event. May you be all blessed. Thank you for your attention, and go in peace. Bye bye.